Charles Almarez from the Digital Photography Graduate Program represents this year's master's degree candidates, and for a first in these ceremonies, our most mature student speaker also represents our newest technology. Chuck is our first student speaker from an online program. He has been an SVA graduate student for 2 years, but first entered into one of our studios this week. Chuck became interested in photography in high school in California and pursued it in the Army, ending as a photo analyst for the Defense Intelligence Agency in Washington. Since examining satellite photographs was not exactly what he had intended when he set out, in his free time, he wandered far and wide with his cameras, and he's never stopped. He worked 17 years for the Roanoke Times and today owns a gallery in Clifton Forge, Virginia, where he also teaches at 2 local community colleges and studies at School of Visual Arts. I'm happy to present the graduate speaker, Chuck Almarez.
Thank you, Jeffrey. And Jeffrey and I agreed ahead of time that mature was better than aged. That works well with cheese. President David Rhodes, Executive Vice President Anthony Rhodes, members of the board, department chairs, distinguished guests, Congressman John Lewis. It's a pleasure, sir, an honor. Parents, friends, and fellow graduates of the class of 2014. Let me congratulate all of the students, undergraduates and graduates, who sit before us here today, as well as your parents, spouses, significant others, and those that don't quite fall into that category, that acted as mentors, friends, a hand to lift you up, a shoulder to cry on during the years that you were working. A special shout out goes to a unique group of students who are here, my fellow military veterans who are graduating today. Where are you guys? Congratulations on completing your degree, and thank you for your service to our country. Today, after years of hard work, we're only minutes away from receiving the recognition which will attest to the blood, sweat, and tears that we put forth into the program. I'll limit my remarks to 3 different subject areas: success, talent, and motivation. First of all, success, seriously overrated. And if you Google that phrase, success is overrated, you'll find many articles, well-written and statistically based, that suggest that success and even talent are significantly overrated. But the real value behind that phrase is just the opposite, and that means embrace your failures. And the reason for that is threefold. Number one, you'll fail a lot more than you'll succeed if you're doing it right. Your failures will give you more to talk about and provide better stories once you're past the drama and the trauma of actually failing. Number two, you'll learn more from your failures than you will from your successes. Once you find your own path to the correct answer, solution, or procedure, it becomes your solution, and each one of us has a different way to get there. You'll remember it a whole lot better when you fail and then learn it rather than just succeeding on blind luck. Number three, if you're not failing, then you're not pushing yourself enough. You're not testing your limits nor your creativity. Don't let that happen. Create good art, be inventive, find the less beaten path to a good solution. Ultimately, success is not the key to happiness. It's just the other way around. Happiness is the key to success. But don't take my word for it. Bill Gates actually said it best. Being a billionaire is overrated. As for talent or intelligence, there's simply not enough. The world is full of smart and talented people. So how do you succeed? So let me refer you to New York Times writer Malcolm Gladwell's best-selling book, Outliers, The Story of Success. He attributes success to 3 primary traits: a passion for what you do, talent, and hard work. A lot of hard work. In fact, it's quantified. 10,000 hours of hard work. That's many years of labor. Call it the practice you need to get to the top of your game. And practice isn't what you do once you're good. It's what you do to get good. Whatever talent you may have will grow with practice. But nothing will happen without the passion. And your passion is the fuel that keeps you going. It's what will get you through to those 10,000 hours. A fourth ingredient he adds later on in the book is opportunity. It's kind of a wild card, very serendipitous, and almost like luck. And most successful people will attribute unique opportunities or circumstances in their life to one of the things that makes them what they are today. It's really simple things like meeting the right people, being at the right place at the right time, and always being prepared and willing to take advantage of the opportunity. Amazingly enough, luck and opportunity seem to show up when you're most prepared, when you have the passion, the talent, and are seriously working on those 10,000 hours. And as Gladwell says in his book, no one, not rock stars, not professional athletes, not billionaires, and not even geniuses can do it alone. And finally, motivation. Why do you do what you do? Why are you here? What's the purpose of your life? And more specifically, now, what are you going to do with the time you've got left? You've reached a significant milestone in your life, and this is a great time to answer that question for yourself. Harvard Business School has an ongoing project that started in 2002, in which they asked their graduates a question posed in the last two lines from a poem called The Summer Day by Mary Oliver. Tell me what it is you plan to do with your one wild and precious life. And so I ask you to think of your own answer to that question as you end one phase of your life and begin this new and wonderful journey. What is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Whatever you decide, live your life well. Be kind, considerate, and gentle in dealing with your fellow human beings, flawed though they may be. Make your way to the top of your profession by helping others along the way, because ultimately your legacy, what people will remember of you, is not written by those you put down on your way to the top, but rather by those you help up. Congratulations again, graduating class of 2014. Go forth and prosper. Above all, make good art and be happy. Thank you.